Good morning, everybody. We are here at Collectivo Coffee because the main drag is currently shut off. So we're gonna have our little cars and coffee in this parking lot right here until they open up the main drag. And this is as it was intended to be, I think, where there's actually coffee and there's cars. So there we go. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a gorgeous spring day here in Wisconsin, and we are taking a look at our 2000 Daihatsu Naked. Now, we've done some cleanup on this guy. Which is wonderful because it desperately needed it. The interior was pretty dusty. But here we go. So it's a 2000 Daihatsu Naked. We've got four-wheel drive, naturally aspirated engine, and the reason for this configuration is not only the snow, ice, and mud in Wisconsin, but also the fact that the naturally aspirated engine is far more robust and durable. The normal engine in this, the naturally aspirated one, is extraordinarily tough. It doesn't have the head gasket issues that the turbo ones do, just because there's less pressure on the engine. But overall, it's much the same as our silver one from last year. Obviously, it's missing the hood scoop, and we do notice that it's been repainted this wonderful storm gray. The major drawbacks here are the hood and fenders. This was probably out sitting in the sun for quite some time. You can see there's definitely some marks here where somebody was either sanding it down for painting or was planning on wrapping it. But this vehicle was originally silver. And the other major flaw here is there's a nice, I'm not sure if you can really see it. From where I'm standing, it's fairly large, but it is a nice little crease here that was also down here. So they either backed into something in Japan or somebody hit it. And I almost guarantee that this was the impetus for selling this vehicle because it was clearly loved. It was clearly well used. There's a lot of wonderful things that we found throughout, including that boo up there. But there is quite a bit of paperwork that just existed in this car that I've cleaned up, including what looks like a little sushi clip of some kind. Not quite sure what that is, but you know what? It's part of the car story, so I like to leave that here. But let's take a look at the interior. I do love the mirrors, or the power windows and the doors. That's a great feature. And then overall, everything is nice and clean in here now. We've got air conditioning. We've got our 4-speed automatic. We've got cup holders down here with one of our Rabico white poppy air fresheners that smells amazing. And of course, just to bolster that, we've got our tropical fruit Tiki Bunny Imports one. I do love the dual glove box in the Naked, just so you can keep like various things here, paperwork here, and not have to get it all clustered together like we do in the Atrai. This is a really nice doubled in with Bluetooth and a DVD player in it, so that's great. So when the new owner is on a road trip, you can just pop in a DVD. The kids in the back will be enjoying it. We got a USB-A port over here, as well as a microphone hidden back there. We've got our ETC reader, which is really cool, and underneath the seat we've got a gearbox, and there is some sort of fashion magazine here that came with the car. So there you go. Fine Boys. It is not anything adult. It is just a Japanese fashion magazine for men. But that's a quick look over the interior. I do love the gauges on the Naked. The recessed white gauges in this vertical cluster to show you the gear space is really cool. The turn signals are here and here, which is great. Daihatsu really has a good design with the steering wheel too. Speakers in the doors, window controls over here with locks. Nice bright LED up here, but not LED steering, or not LED steering wheels, LED headlights. But all told, it's got the magical gear segments up there and the magical gear bar, which is really cool. The back seats are super clean all the way around. So again, 107,000 kilometers on this. It's clearly been used and clearly been driven, but at the same time, it's been taken care of inside. And I think this is a pretty solid buy, especially for, you know, what I'd consider a budget build. So there is your interior. We've also got these really nifty tray tables in the back here. You can tell that one was definitely used. And the one around back here was also definitely used. I haven't cleaned out the back yet, but you can tell that somebody had this as a work vehicle or was at least doing a lot of weekending on this, because that is some rough treatment on those tray tables, but it does go to show you exactly how much rough and tumble these things can take. And once again, you can just pull these guys, fold them down, pull this little handle and pop that guy up, and then these come out of the car easily, and it gives you lots of space to work with. Otherwise, if you're just throwing stuff back here, you can keep these guys to protect the back of the seats. Spare tire is back there, and it's got those great taillights that I just love the look of. This tailgate weighs nothing, much like the rest of the bodywork, and it just looks fantastic. As soon as we get that dent pulled, I think this is going to be an excellent shape. I think the next thing we're going to do is pop these fenders off, bring them to A1 Auto over in Butler, and have those painted black so that it really completes the look. And our new owner is a one-piece fan, so we will probably get the hood wrapped with the Luffy Jack flag, and I think this thing is going to be quite the build. But of course, we do have our legitimate Japanese K-plate that actually came with the vehicle. Our friends over at Car Deal Page was able to send the original plates for this, which is fantastic. And now we've got these really nice 4x rims, 4x everything rims, all cleaned up, and what an improvement that stuff made. My goodness. I mean, they're not perfect, but again, this is not a perfect build, this is not a perfect car, but that is part of the charm of it, and I really like it. So let's pop the hood and I'll show you what's underneath. There we go. Underneath the hood, we've got a 3-cylinder EFVE engine. Once again, one of Daihatsu's more robust engines. We've got a brand new battery from our battery shop over on 124th. And just look at how much room is in this bay to work with. Now, again, this one did have a lot of work done before it left Japan. Again, quite inexpensive, but we did some gaskets in there. We did the timing belt tensioner and water pump. We did the oil and filter, and also the plugs and wires, just to make sure that this thing is going to be purring for the foreseeable. We also did a gasket check on this one, just to make sure all of the cardboard and or rubber in there is looking good. And we did an air filter check as well, just to make sure that that thing is brand new and sparkling. So once again, these Daihatsu Nakeds are known for their durability in the NA model. The turbo models also quite durable, but at the same time, you always got to check those head gaskets on your turbo Daihatsus, especially if you're running them in full-time four-wheel drive like this Naked, because it puts a lot of pressure on those head gaskets, and over time they'll degrade and they will pop on you. So always keep on that. I would check it every 100,000 kilometers just to make sure you are in good shape. Also, if you're ever importing a turbo four-wheel drive vehicle from Daihatsu that is full-time four-wheel drive and turbo, please, please, please just get the gaskets done before they leave Japan. That way you are good to go for the foreseeable. They do tend to degrade right about 25 years, so big tip for you Daihatsu fans out there, because I hate to see these things blow their head gaskets, and I really don't want the new owner of this to be stranded in the exact same way that we were stranded outside of Hamamatsu, Japan in Nick's Atrai last year. So there you go. Really, really, really cool vehicle. Really good color. I think that the new owner is going to do some wonderful things with this, and I cannot wait to see it.
It's a funny world that you and I should see each other.
Good afternoon, everybody. The rain has cleared and we are here at the magnificent Milwaukee Mile Speedway for Milwaukee Track Days. And what this is it's a wonderful opportunity once a month on a Thursday afternoon to come on down here and bring your really great cars around the track. So you can do hot laps, you can do all the way around. There's lots of different ways to do this. There's even an RC track for drift cars, and it's just a wonderful celebration of all things Milwaukee motorsports. So we got invited to vend down here, so we've got a bunch of JDM goodies, including toy cars, stickers, JDM license plates, some extra merch that we picked up on all of our travels, and of course show off the Atrai and all of the other things that we're going to just be importing or already have imported. So I can't wait to see the turnout and what to expect out here, but I think this is going to be a really fun evening, and I can't wait to do more of these. So with any luck, we're going to start seeing some of our imports here as they were also invited in, and let's sit back and see what we got. We're all hanging out here by the media center. When your group gets called, drive down here. This will be the grid area. Black flag sits right here, and when Sky will release you on the track. You're going to go down the pit lane, 45 miles per hour max. What's going on?
Why is JJ?
No, one of the... Alright, regrettably, all good things must come to an end, and unfortunately enough, we got some lightning out there, and that's the only thing that's going to stop us from being here on the track today, which is awesome. That we did get a couple of hours out here before the lightning landed. I mean, normally these things are rain or shine, so even if it's wet out there, you know what, just be cautious and drive safe. But it's the lightning that shuts everything down, so unfortunately enough, we're at a standstill. But again, this is a really cool event. The next one is July 2nd. There's one at the beginning of September and one towards the middle of October. So these things are definitely going to be throughout the rest of the season. We're also talking about a sub 2-liter enduro event, which would be ideal for K cars. So if anybody wants to test their K car out on the track for a couple of hours, those events are definitely coming up. I've got a couple of hatchbacks that are coming in, so if you want a sporty K hatch that's turbocharged, got that for you. But for right now, really cool to see the Naked finally here. Really cool to get out here and enjoy the track. And we'll talk to you guys pretty soon, because there's lots more on the horizon. All right, thanks everyone.